Wowee! I am playing Minecraft live on the YouTubes, and I'm just gonna wait for people to show up as a yeah. Actually, no, I'm probably just gonna get right into it. Actually. Oh, right, that's because there's nothing in chat yet. Creative, peaceful. This is basically just going to be my world where I dig a really big hole. Hey, any reason for the frame drops? Hold on. There might be something going on with... Hold on. Task manager. What's going on? Oh? Yep, okay, that's... Is that it? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that might be doing something. Okay. You are going to die. What are all of these background processes? Dear God. Oh, okay, anyways. This is live, right? Yep. Yeah, if this crashes anything, I don't hold myself accountable. Actually, I do. Whatever. So, today, task. I am going to be talking a lot whilst digging a large hole in Minecraft. Frames? Frames doing okay? Frames doing okay? Frames alright? Yep, there's a lot of things being loaded. That's lag, baby. Frame drops. Nope, bitrate's looking aight. That is a large ravine. We will not be digging there. Welcome, Eagle. It's nice to have you in. Yeah, this is basically. Wait a minute. This is basically just going to be a stream where I talk incredibly hard. Chunk borders. Gotta find a good one. Gotta find a good one to dig out here. There is a cup of really old lemonade in front of my monitor. I should remove that. I can't actually see what I'm typing. No, not game road. Game rule. Tick speed, set that to 1,000. I love cheating in Minecraft. It is my favorite thing to do. Anyways, Yeah, hi, welcome. Today is whole time. So, some of you might have noticed that, I've been starting a little project over on, okay. Anyways. So, we have the little borders of the chunk set out here. We are just going to dig a nice big hole. I'm gonna do it in survival with haste and a shovel and enchanted stuff because I want to. But anyways, so as some of you might have noticed, I have been doing this funny little thing. I have been working on a funny little project lately, a haha funny very small project. Mojang, if you don't Oh. Right, that's where the actual corner of the chunk is. I am very good at the game. Anyways, as I was saying... Oh, I made it one block too far. I may or may not be currently... Girl, what is up with these frame drops? My god, okay. Hello? Literally, my computer has just been suffering lately, and I have no idea why. Like, it's just stopped wanting to work. But, so there's this funky little thing that I've been working on. Give me a second, I'm gonna load up my Firefox, just so that you guys can, like, see this. Because I feel like you'd enjoy it. I have been working on... Dear God, I need to put my chat tag on, actually. Hello, it's... There we go. Shush. Wait a minute. Oh no, it's an ad. Oh no. Okay, we are going to just delete that immediately. We don't need to do any of that. Right. Browser, not existing. Chat. Why is it so large? There we go. Okay, that should do it. Anyways, so, this is my funky little Word document that I have. This is not all of it. Shut up, Microsoft Word. There's a couple different things going on. Last night I had my computer running for, like, 6 hours so that I could upload these two Empire's SMP World downloads to archive.org because I'm cool like that. Anyways, I'm like 90% sure I have to make it light mode. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. Whoops. Right. File. Nope. Nope. That never happened. Anyways, basically this is the entirety of Ashes copied and pasted from a PDF, and this thing is about 300 pages long. I basically on a Discord call yesterday, I went through this entire thing, deleted all of the double spaces, formatted the headers and everything. Oh yeah, there's also the fact that like this bit here is in a completely different font because I just kind of gave up after like 5 hours of working on this. Yeah, I put in the chapter notes, I put in like the table of contents by hand. So, you know, it's been a time. It has very much been a time. I'm just gonna say that, okay. Wow, caps lock. Okay, haste 2. Pickaxe double. Wait a minute. Yep, I am. This is incredibly riveting content. Just give me a minute. It's quicker than getting the enchanted books for it in the creative inventory and then, just... you know, putting it in via an anvil anyways. So... And now, what we can do is get a whole bunch of chests. And then just kind of do this for a while. Anyways, so I decided that it was a great idea to maybe try and bookbind Ashes and even, you know, turn it into a full project. Wow, I said, this is truly an incredibly fantastic, this is an incredibly smart decision, which could never go wrong in any way ever. You know what? Fuck you. I'm just gonna let all the items despawn. I don't care. No. There we go. And now I have the boots. I have also been having that idea solely because I want ashes in physical form. Yeah, that's completely fair, honestly. Oh, my... Okay. So my, whoops, turns out I've had my speaker off. For the entire time. Okay, there we go. Anyways. So there is actually a YouTube tutorial that I've been following that, you know, helps out with, you know, formatting and, you know, actually getting the thing and all of that. And so basically yesterday I just took like 5 hours and just went, you know what? I have nothing better to do with my time than start the basic process of bookbinding fanfiction. And I was correct, actually. Like, I was actually, like, correct there, because... Yeah. It was a very tedious 5 hours, especially because I was incredibly tired. But, you know, it happens. Why is there light down here? Oh, that's lava. Bye, bitch. Anyways. I am bookbinding ashes because I think it'd be really cool if I showed up, like, back to... There is some bullshit going down with my school. Basically, I had to do basically kind of like a mock interview to get in, right? Because, you know, this is the entire, you know, creative writing class. They don't just let any old kid in. And so apparently they didn't register that I had gotten in last year because I had to do it all over again, and we're still waiting for the results from that. I have a slight grudge against my school district because even though it's rated pretty high where I am, it's also just, like, absolutely horrible at, like, management and, you know, all of the people I've talked to. Basically, me and my mother have been trying to, like, get some, like, actually decent accommodations for me for it for, like, months. And they didn't do it because, like, the person we kept getting referred back to didn't know shit. And so eventually my mom was just like, okay, well, if they want to play that game, then I will just march right up to the head office myself and give them a piece of my mind. Because I was literally, like, basically almost failing all of my classes because of some stupid loophole that apparently I'd gotten into and was sucked into it. Last year was not fun. I am not looking forwards to going back, but, you know, that is why I'm doing things like... But if or when I do go back, I am heavily... I think it would be really funny if I just showed up with a book. It's almost like, ooh, that looks interesting, what is it? And I just go, oh yeah, it's something I've been keeping up with for the past couple months. It's pretty good. And they're like, ooh, what's it about? And I'm like, it's set in the, it's a story of two siblings in the post-apocalypse, and they are and they are just trying to get out of the world because, you know, it's the apocalypse. And they'll go, ooh, who's it by? And then I look them square in the eye and I say, I wrote it. Bitch. I think that would just be really, really funny of me. Like, imagine. Like, oh, what have you been doing this summer? I wrote, edited, and basically self-published 80,000 words of Minecraft YouTube fanfiction, and then turned it into a book for fun. I know it would be a massive flex, and that is why I'm doing it. Especially since, you know, I'm not going to be graduating anytime soon, so. I just think... Oh my god, look at how fast my pickaxe is going. Oh my girl, I mean. I've been trying to get into the habit of saying oh my girl instead of oh my god, because A, it's funny, B, I'm non-religious, and C, I have a Jewish friend who, I don't know. He said it was okay if I said the name of the big man in the sky, but like still, I was trying to like name drop the Sky Daddy less, anyways, because, you know, reasons. So, you know, I just figured may as well replace that guy with the word girl. It has caught on to like a decent bit of my friends in my private Discord server. It is very funny. Anyways. So, the bookbinding would be going incredibly well if it wasn't for the fact that, okay, printers, right? The enemy of literally anybody who has ever had to deal with any sort of technology ever. Especially the modern day printers. With the old printers, you can just, like, go into the thing on your computer, and it's like, oh, okay, great, I'm connected. And then whatever happens after that, you can just throw a fist fight with it, easy peasy if you want to. But because the old printer that we had was giving us so much shit, my dad was like, okay, I'm gonna order a new one. So he ordered a new one, and you have to download software just to fucking use it. Which I'm entirely fine about. I'm normal about this. I definitely still haven't installed any of the drivers out of spite, because I hate the concept of having to download an app for everything so much. I can also print things from my phone, but I could also do that with the old printer. Although, to be fair, the old printer did just hate everyone and everything, including me. I've said it before, but printers are like horses. And if you understand, you understand. Yeah, printers suck, but it's like the only way I'm ever going to like actually get this thing book-bound anyways. And of course I still have to format the PDF entirely, which to be honest, I might just do on this stream anyways, because why the fuck not? Hello, Aiden. Hello, Aiden. Welcome in. We are shit-talking printers. Anyways, as it goes, I didn't know that you could find and replace double spaces. Like, I didn't know that was a feature that word processors use. you me, I write directly into AO3, and I used to know like how Google Docs worked, but I've kind of forgotten everything because that was in middle school. Yeah, printers just suck. But anyways, yeah, I didn't know that you could use find and replace for double-spaced things in documents. So basically, I was just going in and editing them all out by hand. Which, to be fair, I did kind of need to edit it by hand anyways, because there was some issues with some of the singular lines. They got glomped into some of the longer lines that came before them. And I do also need to fix, like, the spacing. But, you know. My printer used to work, but now all of a sudden it refuses to print things I print from a computer. The other computers work fine, it's just mine specifically. Yeah, printers are like horses. They hold grudges. Anyways, in between fist fighting Microsoft Word 2023, which apparently you have to download it's not free anymore. You have to like buy a license for it and download an entire app, which I don't want to do, so I'm just using it on Firefox instead because fuck you. And in between fist fighting that, I've also been doing some archival work. I joined there's a server on NeoCities. There's a NeoCities site that somebody made, and it's for like archiving MCYT stuff specifically. And so I joined that just so that, you know, because I had the Empire's SMP Seasons 1 and 2 world downloads on hand. So I just went ahead and submitted those to be added. Also uploaded a Pixel Rift stream VOD because I was like, dude, I really don't want to use the Twitch VOD system is horrendous. And I really do not want to use that just to watch one of my favorite guys play Minecraft. So what I did was install the program that downloaded it for me, which took like an hour, but it was fine because the entire thing is like, actually, hold on, how big is the file? How big is the file? Hold on. Recents, downloads. 451 megabytes. So, you know, it took a minute. But it's okay. And actually, in the middle of archiving everything, I actually was also editing at the same time, and I was like, okay, fuck this shit. I just shut down my computer in the middle of uploading something to archive.org. And you need to understand, I woke up at like 11 p.m. after remembering this, and ran to turn on my computer and just had a breakdown right then and there. Because, like, you need to understand, it took like 6 hours to get all of those, to get to both of those files, like, just to get like halfway uploaded. And so I just had an entire breakdown. I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore. Fuck this gayer. And then I shut my computer down again because I was going through the 5 stages of grief, and then I opened it back up and I re-uploaded it again and left it on overnight, and then it worked just fine. I was also woken up at 3 a.m. last night by thunder. My dog will not stop barking. Apologies for the bork. Anyways, I was also woken up at 3 a.m. last night by some very lovely thunder, which, actually I don't mind thunder. I find it calming. But Yeah, man. Actually, then I was like, oh, what if the power goes out? So I went to check on my computer, and it was just completely, for the love of God, be right back. For the love of girl. Some poor schmuck is walking their dog outside, I bet. Penny is the one who's barking. She is a very good dog, and I love her. She is very good at being a dog, and I love her so much. And she's big, and she has a beautiful, sweet face, and she also likes belly rubs. Unfortunately, is she is also our watchdog, which, is great, and I love her for it. She is doing so good at her job. But also, this means that if anybody ever is passing by our window, she will start barking at 70 decibels until they leave. And, like, you know how sound works? It kind of echoes off of and reflects off of walls, and holy mother. Okay. That's an issue I don't have the mental fortitude to deal with right now. Yeah. Love this baby girl to bits. It just... She is just very loud. And that is okay. But, I do kind of have sound sensitivity, so it's not the most fun thing to experience, I would say. Anyways. So, of course, before you bookbind a book, you have to... The method that I'm using, which was shown in the tutorial, was you find a pre-existing hardcover book, and then you basically take the pages out of that, which, I know, it literally sucks. Me when I don't know what to talk about, but I want to fill the silence. Honey, I'm the one talking here. You can just sit back and chill. You literally do not have to say anything unless you, like, really, really want to. It is okay, honey, I promise. The only reason that I am streaming it all right now is because I wanted an excuse to talk. Actually, I need to fix that microphone. Yeah, there we go. It's closer to my face now. Woo! I don't know how microphones work, but I sure do love them. The technology of all time. Anyways. Yeah, I just wanted an excuse to talk into a microphone for 4 hours, and so here I am, talking into a microphone. Ah, shit. Mother of fucker. Anyways. I know I just need to do stuff because ADHD and I don't know what to do. A thing that I like to do while watching streams is, like, get, like, some sort of, like, hand project. For example, there are these, patches that I've been, like, kind of hand sewing. I do not know how to embroider things. I only know backstitch and cry. But there is this denim jacket that I cut the sleeves off of because it was way too fucking big for me, and so I turned it into a vest. And it turns out, yeah, denim actually isn't too bad for embroidering things. So what I do is I'm going to embroider "Protect Trans Kids" onto there, and it's gonna be sick. I just have to actually, you know, get around to actually doing that. I've dabbled in a whole bunch of artistic mediums in my time. You know, I drew fan art steadily for a couple years. I borrowed my uncle's left-handed guitar. I'm left-handed, by the way. That's the only reason that I didn't, like, just borrow my dad's, because my dad is a huge guitar head and I love him for it. And he also has, like, so many guitars. Like, I'm talking so many guitars, and none of them are left-handed. I have a crochet hook and some yarn, but it turns out the boy wants in. Hi, Artemis. Hey, Artie. I am playing Minecraft again. The cat is here. Anyways, I have a crochet hook and some yarn, but it turns out crochet is very fiddly and it's not my cup of tea. Maybe later I can convince my dad to take me to Michael's. I personally have this on in the background at my job because I have one of the best jobs ever where I can just be alone and clean for like 2 hours. Dude, that does sound like the perfect job for me, actually. Like, dude, just give me a task, and if I have to talk to anybody else, I will kill. The only issue that I'd have with, like, being a janitor or something is that, one, I am experiencing the tired, constant— Oh! Another thing, we just figured out exactly, well, one of the reasons why I am experiencing the tired so often. Like, we literally just got the results of that today. I experience a super cool gamer disease. It's not a disease. A super cool gamer condition known as mild sleep apnea, which basically it means that occasionally I stop breathing when I'm asleep. I just straight up just stop breathing occasionally. Like, I have, like, trouble breathing. And so apparently that's kind of like the equivalent of a random pop-up window just appearing in the background out of nowhere and tanking your PC's performance, except for it's me, and the pop-up window is actually my lack of ability to breathe occasionally. Don't worry, it's actually a fairly common, like, thing that just happens to people. There's an easy fix for it, and that solution is rip out your fucking tonsils, baby. Which would actually be my first major surgery ever. I'm not worried about it. Actually, I'm not worried about, like, most medical things except for needles. Occasionally I have, like, difficulty sewing if my brain is, like, in a bad spot, because my brain will just go, "Hey, you're holding a needle." And then it just kind of goes from there without my permission. It's not very nice of it. The only surgery I've had is for my wisdom teeth. Oh yeah, before I got my braces, and I used to be, like, super anxious about my teeth, because I was like, because I didn't even know if, like, braces hurt or anything. I knew literally nothing. I saw this, like, one comic about it called Smile, and it showed like and it showed that like the braces hurt to put in, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to survive this. And then it turns out that actually, it wasn't like that actually. It literally didn't hurt at all. My mouth was so sore that I couldn't eat solid food for the next 3 days. But like, that was a walk in the park. I don't really mind needles, but IV and blood work specifically scare me. Yeah, it's really strange because, for me, I actually don't mind blood work, like, at all. I don't mind if, like, there's blood being taken out of me, but, like, I am, like, deathly afraid of, like, things being, like, put into my skin via a needle. Which also means that I haven't actually been vaccinated in a couple years because I keep, like, avoiding it and skirting the topic when it comes up. Because, like, I'm so fucking scared of it. Like, I'm trying to work on it. I know it's not good, but, you know. Sometimes fear is just like that. It's not exactly rational, though. I just really, 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 really do not like needles. But only like specific types of needles. But yeah, it does make sewing a little bit difficult when you're just chilling and doing your thing. Just sewing, embroidering, doing the cool creative process thingy, and your brain just goes, hey, here is a couple of incredibly fucked up thoughts that you really do not want to be dealing with, especially whilst holding a sharp object. It's just kinda, yeah. And, like, I'm not saying any of this to, like, get, like, any pity. Artemis, I just let you in, okay. I'm not letting you back in until 4:50. You have 30 minutes to roam, and then you'll be in here for... And then I'll let you back in after that. But seeing blood is sometimes a thing that makes me queasy, which sucks when you're AFAB. Oh yeah. Thankfully, I was never that type of person. Like, with period blood specifically, I don't mind. It's a little bit, you know, again, nuance. But anyways, yeah, when I say that, like, I'm experiencing some of these things, I'm not really looking for pity here. This is just something that I've just been kind of dealing with my entire life. And I'm working on it. Like, you know, it's not perfect, but I am also, like, in a place where I'm like, okay, this is an issue. I can work on this issue. My brain will do that too. Except that it's typically in the area of, hey, remember this dumb thing from years ago? Yeah. I don't have TikTok because fuck them kids. Even though I am one of those kids myself. But I mean that in like the, no, I just don't have TikTok because, no. I am a Tumblr girly. I am like fundamentally opposed to literally everything that cursed platform stands for. TikTok, I mean, not Tumblr. Tumblr is fine. We have anti-capitalist horses there. But I've heard, I have a couple, basically most of my friends are on it, and I'm just kind of like, huh. Okay. And I have picked up through the grapevine, some crazy discourse that's been going on there. Like, I am talking like the most rock brain shit ever spoken. And it's kind of like watching a clown tent set on fire for the outside, except for it's like that one tent, and I think it was somewhere in Poland. There's a pit in, I think, one of the Eastern European countries. Poland, or somewhere around there. I need to brush up on my geography. Yesterday I thought that Haiti, that word, it's a country off, it's a small island off of the southeastern coast of the United States. I thought that it was located, I thought that that was a country in Africa for a while. So I do need to get better at my geography, but... where was I? Oh yeah, there's this burning pit in Poland. But it's been just burning non-stop. It's just been on fire for the past 50 years. And all of the attempts to put it out has failed. And that's kind of what watching TikTok has just happened has felt like. Like, dude, we are in the middle of the capitalist dystopia. But, like, there was a TikTok I saw on Tumblr where an actor from somewhere in the American South did Mark Antony's speech, but from Julius Caesar, but with a southern accent, and it was really good. Please tell me you have the post, because I have been looking for that for months. I was going to show it to my dad. Oh hey, it's raining, nice. I've been looking for that for literal months, and I can't find it. I live in the deep south, and I have been looking for it for forever. Yeah, you know my Tumblr. Please, please, please send it to me. I owe you my life. Yeah, it was so good. That is the only valid TikTok. Including the PS5 boy one, which has entered into my vocabulary. I have no TikToks downloaded to my phone, and I am very proud of that fact. Anyways, they're saying stuff like mental illness is destigmatized over there, and it's kind of like, I'm just kind of looking around like, honey, I don't know what world you're living in, but you will say that and turn around and say that people with violent, intrusive thoughts need to be put into psych wards. Destigmatizing a thing means destigmatizing all aspects of the thing, including the socially unacceptable and disgusting and or cringe and or weird stuff. Which is why I will fight for, like, literally every single right on the planet for as long as I can. Hi 10M, welcome. Can't find the Tumblr post, I only have the link to the TikTok. I can just download it, it's fine, thank you. Want me to send you the link? Yep, that would be great, thank you. What Y level are we at? 42. You might see a ghost. You thought you might be a ghost. You never got to heaven, but you made it close. You never got to heaven, but you made it close. You thought you might be a ghost. You thought you might be a ghost. You never got to heaven, but you made it close. You never got to heaven, but you Anyways, the song is 42 by Coldplay. That entire album honestly is just good. I agree, 10M. E. I would appreciate it if you stopped spamming, though. There's currently a discussion going on with a couple other people in here, and I don't want the messages to get backlogged. So yeah, anyways. Gmail notification. Hey, it's a reply to my comment. Nice. Shout out to AO3. It's great. Also, yes, I know my pickaxe is about to break. I will just give myself a new one. And then... yeah. Anyways, yeah, are you streaming until you get to Bedrock? I'm streaming until I get to Bedrock, and then I'm going to continue streaming a little bit more to probably edit Ash's live on stream. So see, the method I'm using for bookbinding it is you take a pre-existing hardcover, and then you basically take the pages out of it and replace it with your fanfiction, which, to be fair, I don't like that, because, you know, that's an old book, and as somebody who basically coped for the entirety of his preteen years by reading way too many books, the very concept of that just entirely offends me. I mean, okay, I guess I could try and figure out how to make my own hardcover for it. It would require more than a little bit of measuring and stuff, but I might be able to manage it, actually. I'll have to look into that, actually. But yeah. Before I do any of that, though, I do have to format the actual pages I'm using for this. So. Anyways, yeah, my archiving interest has picked up again lately, because, you know, Empire's SMP Season 2, that's a thing that happened, and I was just like, ugh. Information. And I was kind of holding back on, like, doing any of that for a while, because I was just kind of like, I don't know what I could do, though. And then I realized that you could just upload literally anything of worth to archive.org for free. And I realized that I was already basically just organizing my entire Tumblr blog, like, meticulously, and have been for the past, like, 3 years anyways. So I just went, actually, I think I can do this. And then I did. Archiving my beloved. Let me place the blocks, you motherfucker. Another Gmail notification. Sorry, hold on. Just remember, your archiving could be what saves a future student's life when they need a primary source. That is exactly why I'm doing it, because I like thinking that, you know, what I'm doing has worth. There's a song I found a bit ago, it's the theme song for an old NES game called Solstice. And it's surprisingly good, just don't have the volume too loud. Got it. I am definitely going to regret responding to that comment with that later. Somebody wrote a thing on one of my wrote a comment on one of my one-shots to them, and they were like, "Dude, this side character has. You need to add lore for this side character now. It has an entire personality, and I need to know more about it." And then I responded with, "Maybe for NaNoWriMo, LOL, which. For those of you who don't know, which is probably don't know because I didn't really talk much about this, the last time I did NaNoWriMo, I wrote 2,000 words, got burnt out literally horribly. This was for an entire grade, and so I had to speedrun doing another project that was for the same grade in the same class twice as fast just so that I didn't just completely fail everything. And the work is still at 2,000 words. So I don't think I'm going to be doing that next year. See, I have no problem with, hold on. I have no problem with writing 80,000 words in 9 months. You know, I literally just did that. And it was fantastic, actually. And, but if you give me, like, a hard deadline, I will crash and burn and start crying. Hey! Hi! Welcome on in. Hello, I have no idea what's going on. We are digging a very large hole in Minecraft and I am talking about ashes at the same time. Hopefully this should stop my pickaxe from breaking. Anyways, as I was saying, That's why I prefer Camp NaNoWriMo, because then you can set the word count to whatever you want. Yeah, sounds fun, I just hate hard deadlines. I think my very not ADHD-tistic family just hold a grudge against me, because I just can't do, like, anything on time. And I'm like, oh, I'll get to it. And then I do, like, legitimately get to it. It's just, like, several days after they asked me to. Welcome on in, Quincy. Nice to have you here. Man, we got all the boys in the yard today. Boys gender neutral. Whenever I say boy or girl, I don't mean that I don't have any gender associated with them. They all mean the exact same thing, and that thing is, that is a person. Girl gender derogatory. That's what transphobes call me when they see me with my short hair and my trans mask swag. Gender derogatory. Fuck, that's glorious. There are several topics that I was talking about. Oh yeah, Quincy, I was just discussing the topic of, like, me editing the Ashes PDF and potentially bookbinding it. Well, okay, I'm going to bookbind it. But, like, the question is exactly how, because I kind of fucked up a hardcover book that I own, just because I tried to get, like, the title off of the spine, and ended up just completely rubbing the fabric off of the cardboard, and now it's all, like, and now it's all peeling, and I feel really, really bad. But, yeah, we were discussing that, and you were on call with me yesterday evening. You have witnessed the experience that is me editing fanfiction that I wrote for 5 hours. And so somebody actually did tell me yesterday that there was a way to, like, just go and with find and replace and remove all the double spaces. I didn't realize that. I did all of that by hand, if you might recall. But, okay, to be fair, if I had done it automatically, I would have also missed several of the spacing issues that appeared. So, it's whatever. Still need to go over the whole thing and fix, like, some of the spacing because, you know, it's an AO3 format, and the page width that I have set is 6 inches wide and 9 inches tall. Nice. I set it to the book that I just completely just fucking destroyed. Yeah, Ashes is too short for me to use a copy of the Bible. Now, they do actually sell, like, the Book of Psalms, specifically, and those come in, like, the tiniest, most piddly little cases you've ever seen, and that one is actually too small for Ashes. So, you know. Oh, also, I was talking to a really neat artist over on Tumblr today. Her name is Doodle List. She has done tons of like literally gorgeous Empire the SMP screenshot redraws. It's some of my favorite fan art I have ever seen, and her design of the Copper King specifically is just wah. And so she has commissions open. And so I hit her up like, hey, so I think you know what Ashes is. You left a like on it one time. Would you be okay if I like commissioned you for a thing for it? And she was like, yeah, sure. So turns out I have just enough money to commission her to do like a character model-ish something sheet, and I am very, very excited. Use the Book of Exodus for thematic purposes. I mean, I would, or I could also use the Book of Revelation, which actually I read and reread that one as a kid when I was bored in church, because it just sounded like a really cool fiction story to me at the time. And then all of the adults around me were insisting that, like, no, the Bible is real. All of this actually happened word for word. And I just kind of looked at them like, even at the time, I was like I was a little small man with a little small science fixation. And so I just kind of, and I owned a book of like basic astrophysics, no equations or shit, I hate math, but like basic astrophysics by the time I was like 10 or 11. So like when they told me that like literally everything that was in the Bible was completely true, I just kind of looked at them and I was like, there is no physical way that like any of that happened. Like that has been proven many times by accomplished scientists to be incredibly not correct. And then basically the response was either you just need to pray about it and then the truth will enter your heart, or don't worry about it. Just go back to your lessons. And then eventually I just stopped going because our family got busy and we just stopped going eventually, which I'm very glad about because I have better things to do on Sundays. Religion ain't for everyone, you know? Most of the religious people that like I'm chill and friends with and hang out with, they are actually just super chill about a ton of stuff. It's just the way some people go about it, you know? Eventually you become a god yourself. Don't tag inside joke. I'm like 99, I know everybody on this stream knows that we're plural, but still. I think this is really funny because, like, there is system lore in this headspace, the like of which singlets cannot comprehend. And I know this because I would have never been able to comprehend it before we figured out the whole people in the brain thing. It's very fun, though. I think I've talked about it a couple times on here, and, like, for privacy reasons, I keep my lips zipped about it on Tumblr and on my live streams, because, you know, that is some very personal information. But there are some funny things that have happened. For example, I just realized that, like, all of this sounds like a, like, crack without context. But that's actually just kind of how things go anyways. And without context, it sounds even crazier, I bet. Anyways, there's this one guy up here who, this was back when, like, we had just figured everything out. And, like, everything give us the crack. If you get me kicked off of the platform, I swear to girl. Anyways. I used to think we didn't have Headspace lore, but then I learned we had a Minecraft server. Oh yeah. We have an entire multiverse theory, plus an elaborate explanation of how interdects up here aren't actually like true interdects. They're kind of ran through the Headspace filter, and then they show up. But that's an info dump that's not for here. Anyways, basically this was when things were like, this was when we were like still in middle school, and just everything was going on. So like there was a lot of stuff going on because we were trying to figure everything out whilst, you know, not dying at the same time. So basically there's this one guy who got a Gucci belt buckle from somewhere, and they stole it, apparently. Now at the time that was like, okay, I'm not gonna ask, but now like I don't even think that like capitalism in its modern form exists. There are no stores where you can buy a Gucci belt buckle from here. So I guess that's just kind of an example of things changing up here over time. But like anyways, there is also a shapeshifter up here who's been around since literally day one. And so I'm just kind of chilling up here doing my thing. And then I just hear from the back, they ate my Gucci belt buckle. Because the shapeshifter had turned into a goat and had eaten the person's shoplifted Gucci belt buckle, which they were not happy about. I have the entire conversation saved somewhere in my Discord screenshots. The server that it's in has been deleted now, but Gucci belts can be so edible. Dude, you're gonna summon Carl. But yeah, that happened. And then eventually more things happened, and Ed Sheeran joke was made. And then the person whose belt buckle got eaten, eventually their server name became Ed Sheeran, parenthesis, allegedly. And that is still a joke we make like 1.5 years later. I got a therapist and she recently said to me flat out, your head is exhausting, I would have to lie down after an hour in there. And I just went, huh? Yeah, I guess. Oh, someone not naming names has a Nintendo DS that we're 99% sure was stolen, but he won't say anything about it. And that is his girl-given right to not say anything about it. Loose lips sink ships. But yeah, no. Things used to be way crazier up here, but you know, we figured it out. We've chilled out now. Like everything, it took a little bit of getting used to, but I think the one reason he also did someone's top surgery in Source. Oh yeah! We actually had somebody up here get bottom surgery because of a penis explosion given to a friend outside of the system. Long story, I will give no context. But, yeah. Like all things, I've figured out that, you know, whatever happens, happens, and if it sucks, and it's within your power to change it, fight fucking tooth and nail for your life, but also, remember to take breaks regularly. If they want to see you dead, living, and I'm not talking about surviving, I'm talking about truly living, is the best way to kick them in the balls. Hearing everyone talk about their headmates like, cool, is probably not plural. Yeah, we have a couple friends that are like, definitely like not plural. It's so funny because just by like existing in proximity to some singlet friends, I have actually helped them figure out that, hey, wait a minute, there's people in my me. And I think that's incredibly funny. This has happened to at least, no, 4 people. And it was directly my fault. I guess that's just what happens when you don't really worry about like the specifics or things or diagnoses or anything, and you just kind of let people exist. It is very funny though. You've been infected with the plurality. It is also very fun though, because the people up here tell the most banger jokes, and also occasionally make some incredibly stupid comments. And it's just kind of like, it's like watching a sports commentary, except for you are also playing the game at the same time. And there are other people who are also playing the game but like talking through a mic headset. I don't know. Analogies are a fuck. If you know, you know. But yeah. You know, the past couple years I've been truly exposed to like the range of human experience and like how people exist and how they live. And it's been incredibly cool, actually. People are fucking awesome. I have to go and get some supper. See y'all later. See ya. Thank you for dropping by. See you later. Anyways, yeah, dude. People are so fucking cool, man. Like, a couple kids at my school, they're also dealing with some mental shit. But, you know, we're friends, because I'm chill, and they're chill. And so occasionally we just, you know, hop on the same bus. Or just, like, talk about stuff. It's really nice, actually. Turns out that if you treat people with respect, they are actually way more likely to be nicer to you. And this also goes for the reverse, by the way. Church normal and bus normal are two very different things. Exactly. I only really met one type of person at church, and I've actually never really been on public transportation before. I live in the suburbs, derogatory, and the school buses, you know how high school buses are. They are not exactly great environments to be in. Actually, schools in general are just one of my least favorite places to be in of all time for several different reasons. But that's not a rant for here. But you know, you kind of figure out eventually, like, you figure out your own spot where you can sit every time. You bring your noise-canceling headphones and make sure they're charged every single day. You sniff out you sniff out the queer people, and you wave and you walk up to them to say you like their hair. You wave every time you see them in the hallway, and it's gradual. It's a slow thing, but you know. Last year I made the horrible mistake of caring what people thought about me way too much. And I don't mean that in like an asshole. I am going to be rude to literally everybody, and I don't care what they say because haters be hating blah 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 kind of way. I mean that in a... There were people who were spreading some rumors about me that I literally did not care about. Like, my friend just kind of walked up to me and went, "Hey, people are saying so-and-so about you." And I was just like, okay. And they were also like, yeah, some of the things that you've been doing have been making some of like the people around you uncomfortable. And I'm like, okay, well, can you tell me who so that I can talk around it? And he was just like, nah, mate. Sorry, they asked me not to. Welcome in, Starry Skies. The reverse happened to me. I've transferred in and the queer people adopted me as their straight friend. Realization coming out. You know, other than the Doc M77 live, laugh, love rant, that set of parentheses is the funniest punchline I've read today. My apologies. But, yeah. My blatantly queer ass just kind of walked in, said I give 0 fucks, and successfully didn't die. For like several months through several bad things. But yeah, being in Tumblr and being in high school at the same time is just kind of like, I have looked into the depths of discourse, and I have decided that I have bigger things to worry about. Like, oh, they're saying something about me? Yeah, that's kind of how social interaction works. If they're saying bad things about me, that's their problem, not mine. Most problems in life can actually be avoided by taking a step back, assessing the situation, and then if you can just not deal with it, then you don't have to deal with it. Especially when it comes to things that respectfully are not other people's business unless they make it yours. Man, if I was like a big content creator and I said any of these things, and if Twitter was still a functioning platform, I would have to be like put into witness protection, I think. It is very funny to watch happen though, because it's just kind of like, oh no, person said thing, person identifies in way. Oh no. And I'm just kind of sitting here like, hey, good for them, not my problem, but good for them. I'm glad they felt. I feel so bad for any content creators with a Twitter account. You know, that used to be me, and then I deleted my Twitter. I was actually a Dream SMP stan account for about 2 years. in 2020 from summer 2020 to spring 2021. Frame rates, huh? Anyways, yep. Every time I am told that information, I take psychic damage. It just feels incongruous with the rest of you. Oh yeah, baby. I used all of this slang. I posted on there like at least 40 times a day. I never really got directly into discourse. But one time I got massively quote retweeted for responding to a thing with something that was not a cool joke to make, which was completely fair. And then I got a bunch of death threats, and I was just like, okay, I might just load up my Minecraft and dig with you. LOL, looks so satisfying. It is actually autism task. Okay. Haste 5. There we go. I think it's at East 7 that you start instant mining deep slate. Yeah. Dude, your pickaxe is gonna break. I know. Actually, wait. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, whoops. I keep forgetting that I have that screen on there. I'll work on that later. This better work. Girl. Oh well. I'll just have to replace it later. POV, you are mining so fast that you can't even see your hand move. I like to imagine that, like, in Gobland, they have, like, when they get, like, popped up on, like, haste potions or something, or, like, speed, they, like, go into the mines and see who can break the most blocks in the shortest amounts. And their arms just, like, move so fast that you can barely even see them move. It's kind of like in those Japanese reality movies, where when, like, the person sheaths and unsheaths the katana and slices the dude in half. But you can't even see it move. It's like that. You just have a miner who can just do that, but with their pickaxe. I just think that would be the funniest thing ever. Ooh, goody, redstone. There it goes. Oh hey, there's the thunder. Nice. There we go. Good as new. Thundering and raining game? Yep, we have had 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in the past 2 days, and all of them have hit during the evening, which I am very happy about, since that is my prime writing time. Oh yeah, speaking of writing, so since I'm finally done with Ashes, I've literally, you have no idea, like, how relieved I am that I'm finally done with it. Like, I love Ashes, okay. I am so proud of my son. I am very proud of myself for getting this behemoth, the biggin, this utter absolute chad of a fic written, and actually having written all of the words by myself, no less, although most of the plot points were figured out with a lot of help from my friends. Like, I am very proud of myself for figuring it out, but also, my god, I am so glad it's over. Ooh, gold. Like, it is just, it's kind of, it's like when you finish a huge, like, project like that. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's just relief. Because you've been at it for so long, yeah? But of course, you know me, if I don't... Ah, fuck. The fucking ground. But anyways, yeah, you know me. If I don't have a project, I will die. But also not really knowing what to do with yourself. Exactly. I am out of water. Slushy juice time instead. Oh, thank God it was barely watered down. Anyways. Thankfully, though, I do know what to do with myself. After a week of rest, of course. I am not going to write... Well, okay, I'm planning on not writing anything for, like, at least the next week. Because I just finished off, like, a huge honkin' project. And I really do need to rest. But also, there are a couple things that I am looking forward to writing. First off, there's actually, yeah, there's a couple of these. The first one is, so Eagle, you guys may be familiar with the Imhec Cafe series over on Tumblr, written by me and Eagle, who is actually currently in the chat. It was it started off as a Tumblr post idea by me, and then Eagle was like, hey, can I do something with this? And I was like, sure, and she was like, sweet. And so we just kind of collaborated on the series together at the same time. It's very chill. We just both kind of like write things for it every now and then when the inspiration strikes. But that series is actually also set with this idea that I had with my other friend, who is not currently here, like a couple months ago. So, like, the idea was this. We all know that Mythical J Sausage, Ren the dog, I feel like I'm, like, full naming them like your mom does when she's mad at you. We all know that Mythical J Sausage, Mr. Ren the dog, and also Wilbur said they are all theater kids. So I just kind of figured, hey, what if they were literally theater kids? And what if they were all collaborating on writing a play together? I have more ideas. I have just finished multiple fic events, so more will probably be coming soon. Fuck yeah, man, I love your writing. But yeah, basically, Ren, Sausage, and Wimbler Soot, all theater kids, unfortunately. And so I thought it would be pretty cool if, like, Ren and Sausage were just two bros who became friends in college, bonded over the hell experience that college is. I have never actually been in college before, being too young to be in college. And so basically they're working on, like, a little play together in their spare time. And Wilbur is a theater kid who is actually just in college because he doesn't really have, like, a place to live. And so he's just kind of living in the dorms. And nobody actually knows how the man is alive, but, like, he's still there. And he's trying to get, like, a very long-term degree in, like, fucking storytelling or some shit. And so he just kind of, like, elbowed his way into helping write the play. And so basically it's part of it, most of it is comedy because, you know, Sausage and Ren are just having a big old grand time with it. They're just writing it as a comedy because, like, why wouldn't you? It's my work and I'm gonna have fun with it. Meanwhile, Wilbur is using it to vent about his recent divorce. And so basically it's a very like simplistic plot. So there is a werewolf who is a guard for a king. This would be in, like, medieval times. And it's just kind of, and so there's there is also, coincidentally, wink wink nudge nudge, a werewolf haunting that same medieval town. And the king goes to the werewolf, which is, like, the knight. And he's like, hello, you are my most trusted this is also going to have a fair bit of homoeroticism in it because, you know, Rin and Sausage are writing this. Why wouldn't they? These three are like the token Minecraft YouTubers of gay, while not being actually like gay in real life. And so the king goes up to the knight and he's like, "Hello, you are my most trusted knight. I have a task for you." And the werewolf knight just goes, "Okay, I will do anything you asked, my lord." And the king is just like, "A werewolf has been plaguing the town, and the townspeople are scared. You must kill it for me and bring back its head." And the werewolf is just kind of like, "Oh. Okay, yeah, no biggie, I can do that." And then immediately runs off to have a panic attack because, oh my god. Oh my god. How do I do this? Oh my god. So, it actually, despite the premise, most of it is actually a comedy. It's more so like a comedy of errors, but also, you will have occasional bits, like, written by Wilbur where he, like, literally just walks into stage in character as himself to, like, be all dramatic about, like, the nature of love and heartbreak and loss, etc. And, like, Renat Sausage, when he was doing, like, they don't, like, he's kind of like, they were like, he's thrown off the vibe of the whole thing, but then they realized that, no, just the sheer, just batshit insanity of, and, like, the whiplash that gives, that's actually really funny by itself, so they just let him stay. I, have never, and I'm thinking that the fic be in the format of, like, you know, the script for the play. I would like it to be known that I have never written a play in my life. I have never written a script in my life. I do not know how to go about writing a play nor a script. I do not know what the conventions are, or what the terminology is, or how you would even go about set about formatting such a thing. And also, this being, you know, the fic, that being like the text of the work, I was thinking, okay, it would be extremely funny if, like, I had, like, annotations and scribbles of, like, all of like, the three of them, like, fighting over, like, the little details and, like, dialogue or something. But I don't know how to do that, and that would be, like... Basically, this would be an incredibly long and complex and involved concept that would involve me having to basically learn more HTML to get it actually, you know, functioning on AO3. And, like, you know, I'm up for the challenge. I actually think that I could upload this for, like, my midterms or something if I was going far enough with it, because that seems like a pretty cool thing that I could do. But also, at the same time, I am definitely not starting that right now. That would be a project for when I actually have, like, a decent keyboard. Because, okay, let's be real, the one I have, the sky got fucking dark real fast. The keyboard I have right now was, I paid $200 for it. It's one of those pro gamer gaming low profile yada 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 keyboards. And I was like, man, this is gonna be great. Finally, I can stop using that membrane keyboard that I've hated for years. And then it turns out that this one is just okay. So I'm actually planning on, like, removing all the formatting for it because it does actually have backlights. it does have backlights, and I have had the backlight set to the colors of the trans flag for basically ever since I've gotten it. It's a decent keyboard for what it does. But you know, I don't really like the way it types, which is kind of essential when you're an author. He says mostly writing all of his fics on his phone. But like, you know, it's about the principle. And like, you know, Apple sucks. We all know that. All of their stuff has been like blatant cash grabs, and I would never actually like give money to them directly. But also at the same time, the Magic Keyboard 2 is like the only keyboard of theirs that I've ever tried that I've actually liked typing on, which is again kind of important. So I would be absolutely fine buying that secondhand. And like if I sell this keyboard, like this bad boy goes for 200 bucks, like retail price. It's in excellent condition. I could easily sell it for the price of a refurbished one of those keyboards and have money left over to commission a guy for the Ashes thing. So I think I'll do that, and then I can, but yeah, that whole play fic idea, that is going to be a very, very, I do not feel like I am like at a point in my writing where I could even begin to approach how I would set that up right now. So I will just put that aside for later. The other project I had was, okay, Wolfie the Witch made a ton of fantastic Dream SMP animatics back in its heyday. I found her on Tumblr when I moved here, and his blog is actually pretty damn neat. Anyways, B has had like an interest in like the Odyssey and stuff recently. And recently they did this, and recently they had this idea that was like, the Odyssey is basically like a road trip. So like, it's really just Odysseus and a bunch of his friends just taken the wrong way at a 7-Eleven. And I was like, huh, that's really funny actually. Is it okay if I use that idea? And he was like, yeah, go for it. And so that is now also in my list of things I might do. Odyssey Road Trip AU? Yep, that one. The thing is, I have never actually read the Odyssey before. So I don't actually know what I'm doing. What Y level are we at? We are at Y level -11. We have about 40 blocks to go, folks. But yeah, that's a thing that I think would be good for like a school project. Like I could just, since the Odyssey is split up into books, which are more like chapters, I could very easily get like a modern day I could easily get like a recent. Holy fuck. Okay. I'm going to, oh damn, it is stormy out there. Anyways, I'm going to find like a modern-ish retelling of it that doesn't use like 3 million words.